Staying in Mestre is a really good economical option for exploring Venice, and specifically staying here at the Leonardo Royal Hotel is a really great option. We're only 2 minutes from the bus station or the train station, so getting around couldn't be simpler. I think it took us maybe 10 minutes to get from Venice to this hotel yesterday. So if you're looking for an economical option, if you want to stay near Venice on a budget, I have to recommend this. And going into the hotel itself, I think it's good value for money. The rooms themselves are clean and contemporary with modern furnishings, and I actually really like the common spaces as well. There's so many common spaces, and it's quite a large hotel. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm the Director of Marketing at Travel Lemming, and I'm in Venice for 16 nights staying at 12 hotels all around the city, specifically for the reason of helping travelers like you decide where to stay. I have a full guide on travellemming.com to where to stay in Venice. So whether this hotel is for you and you want to do some more due diligence, or you want to check out maybe some other areas to stay, definitely check out that guide. The link is in the description box below. But in this video specifically, I'm going to give you my full review of the Leonardo Royal Hotel. First, actually, we're going to go back in time to when I first checked into the hotel room and give you a full room walkthrough of what the superior twin room looks like. Then we're going to come back here and I'm going to give you my full hotel review. We're going to go over my highlights, the pros and cons, who I think should stay here, who maybe shouldn't stay here. All of that is coming up in just a bit. But I have to mention, the hotel has no idea that I'm doing this review. Travel Lemming gives truly independent travel advice, so we can give honest recommendations about where to stay and also where not to stay in cities like Venice and around the world. But if you do want to book this hotel, we do have affiliate relationships with all of the main booking sites, including booking.com. So we have an affiliate link in the description box below. Oh, and one more thing, make sure to use the timestamps to jump around to the part of the video that interests you most. With that, let's get back into my full room walkthrough when I first checked into room 821, a superior twin room here at the Leonardo Royal. Okay, checking into room 821 at the Leonardo Royal Hotel here in Mestre, Italy. First impressions, this is a nice bright room. Oh, let's get the lights on here. 1 second, folks, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, nice, light, bright room. I really like the super white bed here. Bed feels really good, nice and firm yet plush. A couple different densities of pillows here. Say this one's more firm, this one's more cushy. There we go. And we got the two twins side by side. I'm staying here with my mom, so that's my personal preference. On the bedside here, we've got a lamp. We've got a standard European plug down there. Here are all the light switches. Mirror. Hello. Okay. Nice desk here with a velvet plushy chair. We've got a USB over here with another plug, phone, big TV, free refreshments, free water. Let's look down into the desk here. A couple empty drawers. There we go. More seating. Let's take a look at this view. Oh, how do we open it? Here we go. Ah, there we go. There's Mestre. And we are super close to the bus station, super close to the train station, which is definitely a highlight of this hotel. So, and on this side we have more lights. Take a view of the room from this side here. I will say, like, there is some scuffing and stuff here on the walls. That is something, just as I'm walking around, I'm noticing. This is more, I mean, you would stay in Mestre. It's more of a budget hotel, but just wanted to mention that. Here's the coffee station. So we have an espresso maker here. We have decaf. We have different kinds. Cafe crema. We have different sugars, 0-calorie sugars, regular, and then mini bar. There's the prices there. I think they're, looks like biscotti, different kinds of cookies. All right, and then we have a mini fridge. So we've got water, sparkling and still. We've got beer, soda. What is this? Peach, a peach drink. And what I think is like a Prosecco. Very nice. We're here in this closet. We have a safe, we have laundry. Let's just take a look at the laundry prices here. For a blouse, about $7.50 for laundry and pressing. Pretty standard. I would say maybe even a little bit less expensive than you would get in Venice proper, where I was seeing more around like 10 euros, but it's not totally far off. And in here we have more with hangers, another mirror. I like this over here, right when you walk in, there is hooks and a full luggage storage rack. So we put our stuff here. And let's check out the bathroom. All right, so right off we have a toilet and bidet. We have a towel rack. I think, is this heated? Not right now, but it looks like it might be. I'll report back on that. I love a good towel heater. Nice big mirror, lots of light. Very modern furnishings here with the sink. Let's see. Hand wash. There's a makeup mirror. Here we go. Let's check out the shower. Ooh, nice big shower. Okay, I'm going to try and turn this on without completely soaking myself here. Do it fast. Oh. There we go. Oh, super hot right away. Let's turn that off. Really good shower pressure. Nice and warm. Okay, that's all for my room walkthrough. Let's get back to the main video. Okay, now let's get into my highlights of the Leonardo Royal Hotel. So I think the biggest highlight of staying here, honestly, is the location. And don't get this mixed up. Of course, we're not in Venice. We don't have those canal views. That's standard. We're in Mestre right now. But we're literally only a 2-minute walk to transportation to get down into Venice. So I think the biggest highlight of staying here is the cost and the value for money, and it's so easy to get into Venice. Another highlight is the rooms are very contemporary. They're very modern. They're very standard hotel rooms. This hotel room could be anywhere in the world. Another highlight of this hotel, I did like the food. So we went down for breakfast this morning. They had a full buffet style breakfast. They had meats and cheeses. They had quiche, yogurt, cereal, pastries, bacon and eggs, all of that kind of stuff. There was a full juice station. There was a coffee station. It was a very well-rounded breakfast, and I think it was really good fuel to start the day. Going into the room itself, so like I mentioned, we stayed in room 821, which is a superior twin room. I would say that the room is a good mid-sized hotel room. It wasn't too large, but it also wasn't so small that we were tripping all over each other. We had a nice big window that gave us a lot of natural light. The bed itself, I would say, it was a little bit firm for my personal preference, but wasn't uncomfortable to any degree. The pillows too were just a little bit firm, but that's so nitpicky and that's very personal. So, and if you want something a little bit more plush, I'm sure you could ask the hotel for that. All in all, we had really good sleeps. The air conditioning also worked really well here. So we turned that on overnight and the room got nice and cool. And the Wi-Fi also everywhere all across the hotel, that worked really well. Going into the bathroom, it was a pretty standard sized bathroom. The shower though was nice and big, good water pressure. It had a rainfall shower head and the water got super hot too. So really liked that. And one more quick thing about the room, we heard almost no hallway noise all night. We did hear some noise coming from the street. There were some teenagers or something out there last night. But the hotel itself was actually really quiet. So we shut the window, the teenagers went away eventually, and that wasn't a big deal. So going into my pros and cons of this hotel, I would say that my biggest pros, a really great location near transportation for you to get into Venice. Another big pro is that the rooms are a good size with lots of natural lighting. I really like the breakfast and the common areas. I think that those are all really nice and well kept. The service was actually really good too. When we checked in, we were greeted with smiles. Everyone was really lovely. Now for my cons, and I do have a couple cons. My number one is that there are like scuffs all over the walls in the room. You can just tell that people have put down their stuff in the same places over and over again. And this is such an easy thing, honestly, for the hotel to fix. Just go through and wash the walls. But yeah, I have to mention that because that was one of the first things I noticed when I walked into this room. Scuffs everywhere. And my second con, of course, we're in Mestre. We're not in Venice. And that is, I mean, it's hard to even put this as a con because that's just where we're staying. And Mestre is the more economical option. But it does take about, I would say about 10-15 minutes for you to actually get into Venice itself. You don't have those canal views. It's a very different vibe in Mestre than Venice. So you just have to be aware of that before you book this hotel. You're not booking the canal. There is street traffic. There is street noise. Mestre, though, does have some pros in its own right. Like, for example, yesterday I went down to the main square. So from the Leonardo Royal Hotel, it's about a 20-minute walk to the main square. I took a walk around there. It was really nice. There's a pedestrian-only area. It has some nice old buildings, good gelato, restaurants, people walking around with their families. It has a good vibe. And the area itself around the hotel is really safe. I didn't feel unsafe at any time. There's some good restaurants. We went out for dinner last night. So no qualms about the area, but do note that it's just a little bit more like industrial, I guess. It's more of like a city than the, dreamy canals of Venice. So just be aware of that. So who do I think this hotel is for and who is it maybe not for? First and foremost, I would say if you're traveling to Venice and you want to stay on a budget, this is a good hotel for you. This is for people who want to travel economically to Venice to not blow their whole budget. And I think also within that niche, it's good for a lot of different people. I would say couples would have a good time here. I've seen a few families here as well, so families would have a good time here. Business travelers, the Wi-Fi here is so good. I have to upload a bunch of stuff for work and I can upload everything very quickly. So any of those types of travelers, just know that there is a bit of a bus to get into Venice itself. And who should maybe not stay here? I would say primarily if you want those Venice views, if you're coming to Venice and you want the canals, you want the gondolas, you don't want street noise, you should just stay in Venice if that is you. But like I said, really easy to get down into Venice either way. By the way, like I said, I stayed in 12 hotels all over Venice. So if that's you, if you fall into the camp that wants to stay right in Venice itself, please check out my guide to where to stay in Venice. It's linked in the description box below. That guide will help you out to find the best place to stay for you. Also, if you want to do more due diligence on the Leonardo Royal Hotel as well, I have a full written guide to this hotel. So you'll also find the link for that on Travel Lemming and in the description box below. And what I paid. So in total for one night, including 2 breakfasts here at the Leonardo Royal Hotel, I paid 163 euros, which translated to 188 US dollars for one night. Honestly, I think that this is good value for money. This is a very economical option for Venice. To get into Venice itself, it costs for 2 people 3 euros to take the bus from the Venice bus station to Mestre right outside our hotel. So that was very economical. And yeah, overall, with the breakfast and everything included, I think it's really good value for money. And just a reminder that if you do want to book this hotel, we have affiliate relationships with all of the main booking sites, including booking.com. So if you want to support Travel Lemming, use our affiliate link in the description box below. And if you like this video and it helped you plan your trip to Venice, please give us a like, give us a subscribe. It really does help support our channel. And if you like this video, I think you might like this one next. Ciao!